I'm in Los Angeles this week, making California the 23rd US state I've ever visited. Join me as I explore the city over the next 5 days. I just made it through security and thought I'd take a second to chat with you guys. So this trip to LA is kind of a last minute decision. I had flight credits that were going to expire this month. After, using that credit, it was only $30 out of pocket. Since it's so cheap, I can only really bring a personal item, but that's okay. I was able to pack everything I needed for these 5 days. Also, I never fly out of Terminal A here at EWR, and I have to say it is really nice compared to C, which is what I normally fly out of. I definitely got more excited about visiting LA after planning out my itinerary, so I'm super excited now to see the city and visit a new state. With all that being said, let's get going.
1773. With service to Los Angeles. We are happy to have you on board with us today. My name is Brendan. We hope you've enjoyed the JetBlue experience as much as we've enjoyed having you on board with us today. Thanks again for flying with us. We'll be landing soon.
Ready, let's check it out.
I'm going to enter your information in here and then I'll print out our house.
Perfect. I'm all checked into the hostel. So far I'm really liking it, but I'll talk about, my experience here at the end of the trip. Now for the rest of the day, I'm gonna go check out Santa Monica, the pier, and then Venice Beach. Kind of walk around until sunset, so let's go. It's so crazy that I'm at Santa Monica Pier right now. It just feels so familiar being here. I've seen it, in so many movies and video games like GTA, vlogs on YouTube. It's like crazy, but also not. It feels normal to be here. Good morning from Beverly Hills, everyone. This is another iconic neighborhood here in LA. This one is specifically known for being just really wealthy. While I'm here, I thought I'd check out Erewhon, which is basically a bougie supermarket. I heard about it on TikTok, and it's famous again for being expensive and being a place where celebrities like to go. I specifically heard about the Hailey Bieber smoothie, so we're gonna go try that out. Here's the smoothie. I tried mixing it up as best I could. I'm mostly on a budget this trip, but I splurged on this and spent $18 on it. Now I'm gonna try it and let you know if it's worth the hype and the cost. It's a good smoothie. I don't know how you'd recreate this, and I don't know how much it would cost to recreate it, but I don't know if it's worth $18, but it's good. This LA sun is no joke. Yesterday didn't even feel hot or strong at all and I got burned, and today I'm trying to stay in the shade as much as possible because it is hot and I don't want to burn more. I'm right outside the Archel Farmers Market. I've been hanging out around here and the Grove for the past hour or two. I specifically wanted to check out the Grove because way back when, like 10 years ago now, I saw a vlog from my favorite YouTuber at the time, and she had just moved to LA and went to the Grove, and I was like, that looks so pretty. And yeah, so I went, and it was a pretty mall, and it was just a nice place to escape the sun for a little bit before I head to Hollywood, where I'll be spending the rest of my day. This is a reminder to be aware of your surroundings, especially if you travel alone. Walking around Hollywood, just, you know, looking at the stars everywhere. And it's kind of hot, I'm kind of delirious. I'm like gonna go get food now. I notice that this guy's like kind of keeping pace with me. Like he'd kind of been walking by my side for 10-20 minutes. Didn't think anything of it. I was like, whatever. But then at one point I just like stopped to take some pictures and he stops. And so I just say stopped for a while and he stays stopped, but like he like walks forward a little bit and then just stays there. And I'm like, what the hell? So then I go up to a mall, like up this escalator into a mall. I'm on the escalator, okay, like coast is clear. But then I'm like, oh shoot, he's right behind me. I go into Forever 21. Comes in as well. I try to find staff, but there's no one to talk to. So then I go, like I leave, I go to the Sephora across the way, and I guess he like lost me at that point. But then I start talking to a woman who was working, who wasn't doing anything, and I was like, I think someone was following me. So yeah, that's never happened to me before. Nothing happened, but you know, be aware of that kind of stuff because you never know. And I was like just starting to get a little scared, so yeah. The last thing I'm doing today is watching a movie at the TCL Chinese Theater. I am watching the new Mission Impossible movie, mostly because it's in the pretty theater. So yeah, look how beautiful this is. Hey guys, so it is later in the day. I did not really vlog because I was joined by someone staying in the hostel with me. We went to the Griffith observatory. Yeah, there's just like exhibits about space and stuff there. It's very nice. The views of LA and the Hollywood sign from there are amazing as well. And while we were there, we hiked up to a viewpoint. Here's the name because I'm not remembering it right now. It's a quick hike, but all uphill and then downhill. And that was the day. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. Today is a museum day. I am starting the day off here at the Getty Villa. It is gorgeous. Oh my god. This millionaire wanted to build a retreat in the Malibu area that kind of resembled the Italian architecture style. So yeah, now this villa exists and it is a museum. There are gardens you can explore, art exhibits. I'm really liking it so far. I am headed to the Getty. I'll be meeting up with the hostel friend that I hung out with yesterday, and we're just gonna hang out at the Getty for the rest of the day. It's my last full day here in LA, and I'm starting it at the Broad, or I think it might actually be pronounced the Broad. I'm not really sure. It is a modern art museum. I specifically came because of this Infinity Room exhibit. It is free to visit, but you need to reserve tickets online. They're released for the month on the last Wednesday of the month prior at 10 a.m. PST. So yeah, definitely recommend booking those so you make sure you can see the Infinity Room and the rest of the museum. So I'm just leaving Smorgasburg now. I don't know how to pronounce it, but Google describes it as a hawker stall, and I'd say that's correct. A lot of different food vendors from around LA set up shop, and you can choose what you want to eat. There's also, you know, people selling clothes and stuff, and I bought this ring. And my plan was to have lunch there, but I'm not that hungry just yet, so I'm gonna take the bus to my next stop, Echo Park Lake, for the Lotus Festival, where I will have lunch instead. Wondering how I've been getting around. Mainly been using just public transportation, so buses and metro. Gets you where you need to go. It's cheap. $175 per ride, but it maxes out at $5 a day, so you're never gonna spend more than $5 a day on transportation. Sometimes it takes a while to get to where you're trying to go, like an hour or two, but I'm not in a rush and I planned for that, so it was all good. I have used Lyft twice. I've been finding that cheaper than Uber here in LA. I used it once because it was late and I didn't want to be taking the bus by myself, and a second time because I was late to a museum and traffic was bad, so I just decided to Lyft. I'm now at the Venice canals. They were created back in the early 1900s by this millionaire. He really wanted to recreate Venice, Italy in Los Angeles, and this is how the canals came to be. A lot of them have since been filled, but these 3 blocks still exist today, and you can just like walk around, and the houses are beautiful. I'm back home now, and with that, my time in LA has come to a close. But before I end the video, I just wanted to talk real quick about the hostel I stayed in. So I stayed in the High Hostel located in Santa Monica. I enjoyed my time there. It was in a good spot, lots of bus stations, metro stations right there, really close to the Santa Monica pier and just places to eat. I found it really clean, like the bathroom and the room was really nice. There was breakfast included, which was great and unexpected, and also a towel included, which again, unexpected. I packed my own towel because sometimes you just never know, you have to rent one, but there, it's included, so that was amazing. It is on the expensive side. I paid around $250 for 5 nights, but I don't know if you can really find anything cheaper in LA. That's just how US hostels go. Overall, I really enjoyed my time in LA, and I look forward to going back to visiting that city and just California in general. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.